As we mentioned at the top of the show, right now President Trump and his team are en route to the Middle East as he kicks off his administration's first official overseas trip. For more on what the president hopes to accomplish, General Jack Keane is chairman of the Institute for the Study of War and a Fox News military analyst. General, always good to see you. Thank you.
Glad to be here, Sandra.
All right, so what's at stake here, General?
Well, actually, it's an extraordinary visit, certainly, for a first overseas visit by a president, given the fact that it's 9 days, it's 2 regions of the world, there's 4 countries involved. But clearly, in my judgment, what makes it historic is simply this. He is placing the United States back on a world stage as a global leader promoting stability and security. He's willing to counter our adversaries. He's going to talk about defeating ISIS, not only in the Middle East, with our allies there, but also with our European allies. He's going to discuss his willingness not just to deter the Iranians and the Russians, but his willingness to confront them. And he's going to reassure our allies that the United States has got their back, that the problems they had with the Obama administration are over. That is very significant. The second thing is, and it's quite surprising, and I think it was a great idea on their part, is they are going to the centers of the 3 great religions in the world on one single visit, and at the same time standing up and saying there's evil in the world, the evil is radical Islam, and we need your help to defeat it. And that is an extraordinary statement that I think he's making.
General, you just heard the reports that we led with at the top of the hour, and I just wonder, will that distract or continue to distract from what this president is trying to do, particularly as he embarks on this 9-day trip?
I don't think so. I mean, this is fascinating for the media here. This is fascinating for a certain percentage of this population. I think most of the American people really don't care, number one, and I don't believe our allies care very much at all. They are motivated by their own self-interest. I think they recognize that this president has political chaos surrounding him, and they certainly don't want him to be weakened by that, particularly when they recognize that they have a strong ally again in the United States. They're focused on their interests, and I think we're going to go there and talk to them about the mutual interest that we have together, and that's what's going to get their attention.
Is this too ambitious, General, of a trip? I mean, when you look at first foreign visits from other presidents, looking back at Obama and Bush, their first trips were to our borders, the border countries, to Canada and Mexico. Is this too ambitious? Is this a good first foreign visit for Donald Trump?
Listen, absolutely not. And here's the reason, Sandra. There hasn't been a president since World War II that's facing the challenges that this president is facing. We have global security challenges that exceed on a scale that anything we've faced since the rise of the Soviet Union. So this president is facing radical Islam that's gone into a global jihad. He's got 3 adversary countries that are trampling on our interests: China, Iran, and Russia. We've got a rogue nation in North Korea that's threatening to use nuclear weapons against our allies and the United States. And we got cyber offensive attack that's using cyber espionage to take our information and also to take our intellectual property. No president has faced anything on a scale like that for some time, and the fact that he's looking at it straight in the eye and says, I'm going after this, I'm going right after the problem, I think it's courageous, and I think it's bold on his part to do it.
All right, General Jack Keane, thank you. Always good to see you.
Nice talking to you, Sandra.
All right.